Chloe Demir of Save the Victor. Well, how's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. Today we are going to be showcasing my favorite lipstick brands. I think I have, because I haven't started filming yet, I think I have 4 brands that are your traditional bullets, and then I have a couple that are liquid lips. I'm sort of getting out of liquid lips. I'm a bullet gal at heart, but there are a few that still call to me, so we will include them in this mix. And I know there's people that like liquid lipsticks more than they like bullets, so this way there's something for everybody. So as you see, we have nothing on our lips. What I'm going to do is I will swatch some lip colors, and I will put on the one that started it all from each brand. So if that's something you're into, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so we're on to brand number 1, and that is going to be Besame. So I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read the names of the lipsticks. And a little bit about Besame. They've been a company that's been around for quite a while now, and I've been wearing their makeup, I want to say, since around 2015. I started with the lipsticks. They used to have my favorite foundation stick, which they discontinued, and that still breaks my heart. I love their face powders. Their 1930s perfume is my favorite perfume of all time. Well, it's actually Emma from Laura Ashley, but they discontinued it. It got sold to Estee Lauder, and then they kept the perfume I didn't like. So there's a story you didn't need to hear, but there we go. So my current favorite and now all-time favorite is the 1930s from Besame. Now Besame, Gabriella, the owner, is, or is it Gabrielle? I think it might be Gabrielle. She loves vintage makeup, vintage style, and she's a collector of vintage makeup, vintage lipsticks and compacts and all the like. And she started her brand trying to recreate the colors of the time. I do have a few things that are vintage makeup. Do not wear them. I saw there's a girl that's on YouTube or Instagram, and she actually puts it onto her face. I did have one, it was a cream product that I wanted to try, so I literally put down a base, another base on top, I powdered, then I put it on just to see what the color was like and quickly washed it off. I could even feel through all that it was not something that should be on your skin, but I did really want to see what the color looked like on skin and if it still looked good after years, and it did. But there we go. So anyways, yeah, when I started pinup, I was liking vintage things, and then I heard about Besame Cosmetics, and I kind of went crazy in their lipstick shades. So I have 2, 4, 6, 10, I think I have about 11 in front of me here. There may be some lost in purses somewhere. I think I got them all, but there might be 1 or 2 shades missing. And I have, finished 1 or 2 as well. So I will just go with the collection that I have. Let's see, these are kind of the 2 of the newest. We'll put these over here. And then what do I got here? So that's like 1940s. So a lot of these I won't remember all the years that they're created because they don't always put the years on the lipstick, and this should be, yes. Whatchamacallit? They don't usually put all the years on all the lipsticks, but if I remember, I will put on top as I discuss each lipstick the years that they're from, but I'm going to leave the one that started it all till the end because that's the one that we will put on our lips, but I will swatch. And then I will start with 2 of the newer collections that were out. This one, I didn't get the new Ella Fitzgerald. I really want it, but I'm trying my best not to shop. I broke my no-buy for the last few months because Halloween is killing me, but here we are. So this one is one of my favorite actresses and my spirit person, and it is from the Lucille Ball collection. So I managed to pick up this lipstick, and it has beautiful little jewels. It's got her face on there, and it is called What a Peach, and it is this beautiful peachy shade. I've used quite a bit. I think I'm about halfway through, and then I'm just going to, where should I swatch? I'll swatch here. So this is that shade there. It is so beautiful. It's peachy, it's sheer. Oops, I think I took that a little bit too hard. What do I want to say? A lot of the red shades are a little bit on the drier side, but they're very, very opaque. But this is one of the more lighter formulas they do have. I find that the lighter colors have a little bit lighter of a formula than the darker colors. So this is the What a Peach from the Lucille collection. I also have my favorites on this, and this is from Besame. They recreated one of the lady heads and making it into a lipstick holder. So I have some of my favorites in there, which includes the Lucy. One of the other more, I guess, newer ones I had picked from, and this was from Snow White. Got the Snow White on there, the beautiful flowers, and it is the shade SWL 240 Snow White Red. And most of these will be in the red family because that is my favorite shade of lipstick, and especially when I was doing pinup. And that is the shade there. And you can see it drags a little bit because it is a slightly drier of a formula, but I do really like it because they stay on really, really, really well. So that is the Snow White. And then another collection that I got, and then I'll go in some of the main earlier ones here. So another collection, I'm a huge fan of Agent Carter. I even have some of her dresses. If I go to Fan Expo, I usually do Agent Carter. And I bought the Agent Carter collection, and there were 3 lipsticks in here. There is 102 Sweet Dreams, then there was 103 Forget Me Not, and then 104 Always Be True. And these are all based on original colors that were already out. So let's go backwards. The 104 is Red Hot Red. So they just for the collab, just did different packaging. They did a whole complete thing. It came with a box with your lipsticks and compacts and so many things. So this is it. So Red Hot Red is one of the original colors, but it was repackaged for this collection. And then you can see that beautiful red there. I keep my other Besames in the lipstick bar, which needs to be clean. It's covered in face powder, which is from Yellowstone Park. It was from back in the day. It was a souvenir, but you could buy these. A lot of different places made these. I've seen them from all different places. So again, 104 was Red Hot Red, which was an original color. So for a lot of people, this collection, if they had all the Besame lipsticks already, unless they wanted extra ones or just to collect for the collection, these would have been duplicates for some people. But at the time, I didn't have all the shades. So this one, the 103 is Dusty Rose, and it's this shade here. You can tell they're all well loved and well worn. This one is also not as dry of the reds, but it is definitely drier than the peach shade there. So again, that is the Dusty Rose. And then the 101, the Sweet Dreams, is actually Red Velvet. I was glad that they put those shades down there. So like when I was looking at the collection, I compared to see which ones I had, and I didn't have any of those particular shades. And there we go. That is the Red Velvet. And this one is a nice, actually smooth one. This one isn't as dry as some of them. Like I said, I think some of her more red tones are slightly drier. All right, so now I've got 5 more here, and let's see here. This one is the shade C206. It is Coral. And again, if I remember, so the Agent Carter ones would have been based on 1940s shades. Snow White, of course, when Snow White was released, and I want to say 1930s. And then Lucille Ball, of course, 50s and 60s. So this is the Coral shade. And let's pop that here. There we go. And this one is pretty close to the Lucy one. The Lucy one is a little bit, maybe I should have done it on a different arm, but anyways, the Lucy one is a little bit darker. This one does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, and it's a nice smooth formula here. And then we have, this one's called Carmine. And all these are in the beautiful traditional Besame packaging. They have released some lipsticks in slightly different other packaging as well. So again, this is Carmine. This one had been out for a while, and then when it came back in stock, I had to get it. It's kind of a orangey shade. So there we go. And then next up, we've got Forever Red. And there we go. Yeah, I might just see if we can finish it. Oh no, 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 no. No, I'm being way too hard on these things. I just pulled it over a bit. So there's that. And some of these I've had quite a while, but they all still smell delicious, so I'm not worried. And then next up we have, this one is Blood Red. This one I believe is 1920s. And let's just do it on the side. 1920s, and let's not be so hard. This one is definitely a very dark red. There's a darker one, I believe, but I think that was one I've already finished, unless this is the last one that I've got showing. Like I said, I think I might have a couple running around in purses somewhere. And then one more before the one that started all. And then this one is also based on 1940s. In 1940s, during the war, the shade red, because apparently Mr. H didn't like the shade red on women. So it was a patriotic thing to do to wear the shade red. And this was based on, again, one of the shades that was during the World War II, and it is a stunning shade. I actually do have one more of these. I have a backup I bought. They made a limited edition nail polish in the color, and it came with a pin. So I bought, originally had bought the shade, and then when they released the, on I think the anniversary of the ending of the war, I believe, they did the red lipstick, the matching nail polish, and a pin. There we go. And then last but not least of the shades that I have in stock. So I do have one in stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, so 10 of those. And then the one that started it all for me is called Besame Red. As you can see, it definitely has run around in a purse a lot. And I am down to this much. I do need to buy one pretty soon because it is my favorite shade. And then I didn't bring a mirror, so, and I'm covered in lipstick, but let's go. I do have some lip balm on, so this is going on. I can see super smooth. And generally I like to wear a lip liner with reds, but here we go. There you go. Isn't it beautiful? I love this shade. And like I said, with a little lip balm, that's the other thing. They'll go on a little smoother. Without, so like I said, some of the darker reds are a little bit dry. Not super, like it's not uncomfortable or anything, but there's definitely a teeny bit of pull. But there we go. And you can see a lot of red with a little bit of peach. They did have a brown shade. If I remember, and they still have it, I'll put the name and number. I've used that one up a long time ago. And I think there's a couple other one. There was another 1920s, 1930s that I had, and I think I finished or is rolling around in a purse. So there we go. That is brand number 1, Besame. Now on to brand number 2. Well, here we are for brand number 2. I didn't mention this in the other one, but I'm just doing these in alphabetical order for the bullets and then alphabetical order for liquid lips. So maybe at the end I'll say which is my favorite color out of all the ones that started it all, but I do love all these brands and love all the colors that I own, or I wouldn't have bought them. So there we are. Okay, so we are now up to Charlotte Tilbury. Now, yes, we're going to do last the one that started it all, but I think you're not going to be surprised at which is the one that started it all. But I definitely do like her formula a lot. It is one of the few brands that, which are these brands, that I would pay full price for. And I think I got, I want to say one maybe on a special deal, but I think but I think that all of these I have just bought full price. Yeah, one, maybe two. And then the rest are full price. So I'm just gonna grab some lipsticks here and we are gonna go. So this is looks to be like the normal packaging, because the majority of them, I have one specialty one, and we'll do that one just last before we do. This one is called Hot Emily. This one, yeah, I think this one I got, I wanna say, did I buy a little mystery bag or it was a free gift? Maybe it was a free gift from buying stuff, something like that. But anyways, this is the oh, I remember. This was in the Beautylish Lucky Bag. So yes, I got one in a Lucky Bag. I think I bought one, maybe one on sale, but everything else I've got full price. So anyways, this is the one that is called Hot Emily. This time I'm going to do it here. I think it's a little bit easier to see. This one is an interesting shade. I think I've only worn this one once or twice, but I do like it. That might be something I might want to wear today. So this is the shade Hot Emily. I've been storing some of them in this little vintage gal here, and then in this little vintage piece here. Next up, this is Mrs. Kisses. There we go. It's this weird stamp right in the middle of the code that went right over there. So Mrs. Kisses. So the little lips, that would do it. This one is from I think their kissing formula. So we've got the little lips on there. And then let's not pop this too high because I almost broke a Besame one being a little bit too high with my lipsticks for swatching. So there we go. I really do like this color, and that is that pretty shade there. Next up, we have the shade Hell's Bells. And again, in the traditional formula, this is a way darker shade here. I didn't put them in any kind of color order. And again, I'm doing these too big. I don't want to break them. But this is a nice purpley red. So there we go. That's Hell's Bells. And then we have, and of course everybody knows Charlotte Tilbury, a makeup artist extraordinaire, who likes to, like NARS with their orgasm, likes to name things a certain name. So this one is called Night Crimson. I do love her bronzing, her bronzer, and she has my favorite setting spray. It's just that it's so expensive, but I love it. So there we go. Her eyeshadows are okay, and again, this was Night Crimson, but it's her lipsticks and her face powders and bronzers and setting powders that stick out more for me. And then one more here. This one is called So Marilyn, so we can guess what the color will be. And here we go. This is a nice smooth formula. I think the majority of these, I want to say, is the kissing formula. I think I definitely like this formula the most. So you can see it's very emollient, little bit of shine, but not too much. Generally, I'm a matte lipstick person, but for some reason, I really, really enjoy this formula. So now we're gonna go into the one limited edition shade that I have here, or limited packaging shade. And this one is called Viva la Vigara. So, and I thought this was so pretty. I think I had one of the lip balms as well, but I think I used it up a long time ago and I don't have the case anymore. And I might have another lipstick. Again, I have so many purses and every once in a while I go through them and I find crap tons of lipsticks. So this one is, again, Viva la Vigara. And we will pop that right there. And that's a really nice shade. It's like a warm neutrally pink. I really like that a lot. And the one that started it all, and of course we all know what it is, and yes, it is Pillow Talk. Yes, I bought this one. This is, I think, the one that I actually had bought on sale. I'm not even yeah, this was the first one I got, and I got it in sort of like a limited edition because it came with a matching lip liner. So I think as the set, you had a little bit of a deal, and as you can see, I do like this one. This may even be my second one. I might have finished one already, but anyways, this is the one that started it all. Oh, I think I had a mini one. Yeah, that's it. I had a mini one, and then I bought myself the full size. That's it. So here we go. I think I don't know where they went. I did have a couple minis. I bought a set of 3, I think. Maybe it was a set of 3. And here we go. The beautiful and very neutral Pillow Talk. That's a nice concealing seats, and it goes on really nicely. A nice emollient formula. Doesn't really, at least with the more neutrally shades, I don't use a lip liner. Reds, like I said, I generally do. But there we go. So that is a Charlotte Tilbury done. That is one of my other favorite lipstick brands. So let's get on to the next one. So now we're on to our third favorite bullet lipstick brand. This one I only have 5 shades, and including the one that started it all and a backup for that one. So let's go. So let's say the first one that's not like the others is this kind of balmy shade here. Oh, let me grab some glasses. I just got back from having coffee with friends, so my hair is a little bit worse for wear, but here we are. So this is this shade here. I'd actually ordered a different one, but somehow in Sephora's numbering system, they had the wrong numbers matched with the wrong shades. So I got the not the shade that I ordered, but they said I could keep it if I wanted to, and then just reorder the other shade. So I kept it. I got it for free. And this is kind of like a balmy formula. And then this one here, this is really hard to read. It's very small, but it is in the shade Temptress. And it is this here, and it's kind of like a different shaped type bullet. I'm really weird when it comes to lipsticks. I even just like the traditional bullet, not weird different shapes for lipsticks, the thinner ones, whatever. But this was alright here. So that's that there. This is definitely one that's balmy. You have to reapply quite a bit, but I've used over half of it, so I guess I do like it. And that's the shade there for Temptress. And that is like kind of more like a lip balm tint with a tint of color, and that's what it looks like there. Next up, so now Pat McGrath, except for the first color, the one that started it all, that one I bought full price with a lip liner when it came out. Couldn't afford the palette that came at the time with it. And Pat McGrath, a lot of them have carmine in them for palettes, so there's a lot of palettes that I can't have. But the lipstick was fine. So, and that's the only one that I also rebought, but I only buy them when they're on sale. So if you go Black Friday, I've got a hair on my face, Black Friday or Boxing Day. Black Friday is usually better. You can sometimes get them for $7 or $8. They take a long time to get to you if you get them directly from Pat McGrath, so be prepared for that. But that is the best time to buy her lipstick. So like I said, the first one was the only one I've ever bought full price, because they are on average, this hair is making me crazy, is about $35 Canadian. And for a lipstick, that is a lot, but her formula is amazing. And I always love the packaging with the little lip. So this one is, but the only problem with hers is even with glasses, I cannot read anything on it. The rating is very small. This one is in the shade Anarchist, and this is a very, very intense shade there. It's like an orchidy shade. I really do like this. And then this formula is one that's kind of like a satiny formula, so it's not a matte, but it is super nice. I don't know if it says what formula is on here. This is, yeah, the Luxe Trans lipsticks. Yeah, those I think are the ones that I like the most. So again, this was the shade Anarchist. And the next shade, and these are, I can't remember what order I bought them except for the very first one, which is my first and my last. Oh, and this is in McGrath 418. So it's also a Luxe Trans. That's why I got kind of confused. I thought Luxe Trans. And it is this beautiful red shade. Okay, and let's again be careful. There we go. This one is more, not as creamy as this one, but it is a very beautiful color. Like I said, I really do like this formula. And then we have the shade here, Wrecked, and it's also in the Luxe Trance lipstick, so you can tell I like a type of lipstick, and look at that, isn't that beautiful? And yes, whenever I want a really vibrant one, I lean towards these or towards some of the darker Besame ones. But there we go. How beautiful is that? Now we're going to go to the shade that started it all for me. And oh, and this one, the lid doesn't want to even stay on anymore. It rummages around in my purse. This is called Soft Core, and this is the Matte Trance. And like I said, this one, and I've only got this much left. I leave it in my purse because again, I'm trying to finish it up, and I got it back up already, and this was the only thing I bought last year in the Black Friday sale. One lipstick was still free shipping. Love it. Got to be patient and you got to weigh it, but good things come in little packages and good things take time. So there we go, Softcore. And it's nice and a soft, glidey formula. Only the red felt a little bit, I guess slightly drier, not as emollient as the other ones, but still, they're all very comfortable, very beautiful. I always wore red lipstick, usually more like towards this, but the last little while I was trying to get into some neutrals, and I guess I've had this for, when did this come out? Like 2 years ago, maybe? I'm almost done. Where was I going? Yeah, I was trying to find some more neutrally pink for days where I didn't want a super bright lip or didn't want to worry about if it transferred that it was really glaring like it is with red. So there we go. So these 4 shades and this shade there. So there we go. That is my Pat McGrath collection. It's not very big. Again, they're generally expensive. And then if you buy them on like Boxing Day, Black Friday, that's when I would do it. That's when I get the better deals. So there we go. So let's go on to our next favorite lipstick. All right, so now we are on our final of our favorite lipstick bullet brands. There are a lot of other brands that I like. I'll mention a few at the end, but this is one that I like so much that I bought some more on Lipstick Day. I originally discovered them in a Trend Mood box. It was a box of Black-owned beauty, and they had like Mented in there, and then I think they may have had Colored Rain, I want to say, in there, and they had this brand, and this is Propa Beauty. So we will show you the shade that started it all. I ended up actually on Lipstick Day buying a 3-pack of within that color story, so I had a duplicate, so I have sent it to somebody, and hopefully they like it as much as I do, but we will show that shade last. So let's just start here. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read the shades, and this first shade here, this is called Moxie. This is your Propa Beauty packaging with the shade and the corresponding color on the sticker below. It comes in these little boxes here. I still kept some of them because I've been kind of rearranging stuff, and then it's easier if I can see the colors with the boxes. So anyways, this is the shade Moxie, and yes, let's put that there, and it is this shade here. This is a beautiful creamy formula. It does, for a super creamy formula, have a really good staying power. I really enjoy this. It doesn't get weird on the lips. It doesn't get crumbly over time. It's just really beautiful and wears away really beautiful. So that is the shade Moxie. And then here's one of the brightest shades I have, and this is the shade Dynamite. And we're gonna pop this next to that. It is a very neat color. I really like this one. I got a lot. And like I said, they all come in the same packaging, and I just love this formula. Does it say what the name of the formula is? It is Luminous Satin. That's it. Yes, I think these are all Luminous Satin lipsticks. Yes. So there we go. That is Dynamite. Next one up we have is Prime Time. And it is this a shade here. They're going to get increasingly darker as we go along, but this is Prime Time. I like this one. I've worn this one in Moxie a few times already. And then we have the shade Unstoppable. This is probably the brand that I might have along with Besame the most of. I think Besame and Propa. And I really look at this. It's like a very kind of raspberry shade. I really like that. So that is Unstoppable. And then we have the shade Prowess. As you can tell, I mostly got more reddish leaning shades, but I do have some different ones. And this is Prowess. I got all these ones in a set, and then I got 3 in another set, and then I got the one that I got in the box. So that is Prowess. And then they have, this is a kind of one of their newest collection, I believe. And then this is Dream It. There's a couple shades that I haven't worn yet. But like I said, I got a few for lipstick days. So this is a Dream It. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. And then, now this is a fun shade. This is called Audacious. And I think this is going to get a lot of use this fall. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Like a dark orchid. That is so beautiful. So now we're going to go to the other color story, and this is a little bit different, and this is good for this season because it's definitely fall Halloween. So this is the shade called Made It. Wait till you see. Look, isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So that's Made It. And then we have the last shade before the shade that started it all. This is the one called Profits. And again, it's that beautiful luminous satin. For somebody that really likes matte red lips, I've been really digging satin. So I think this is probably why I like this brand so much, or this series of shades. And now let's go to the one that started it off, and this is called Limitless. So there we go. And I think, is this also a, does it say? Yes, this is also the luminous satin, because yes, that's right, I had gotten it in a trio and I have just recently gifted this one, and here we go. Isn't this great? I love this color. This is kind of my go-to neutral one bullet lipsticks. I really like it. See, it's just got that beautiful satiny formula. Goes on really nice. It feels really nice. It's really comfortable. Doesn't get, like I said, it doesn't get drying. It doesn't get weird, and it just fades away quite nicely. So there we go. That is our collection. And how many do we have? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shades. Yes. They do have more. They have a lot more in the neutrals, but like I said, I had bought these as a set, and then I got technically the 3, though this one is the original and the other one has now found itself a new home. So there we go. That is the end of our bullet lipsticks. So when it comes to other brands, there's several that I really like that I just don't have as many. I've been really enjoying Christian Audette. I like Melt lipsticks. I like Colored Rain a lot. I have a few of their lipsticks as well. And then I've got tons of different liquid brands like Unearthly that I like, Lethal that I like. There's just tons. I just happen to really, really love lip color. I think after eyeshadow, or maybe even Tide, lips and eyeshadows are my favorite. So on to liquid lips. Okay, so we're on to liquid lips. So I used to love liquid lips. I started with bullets, of course, and then I started the joy of liquid lips, and Juvia's Place, Beauty Bakery being a few of the original ones that I really, really loved. Lethal and Unearthly and so many liquid lips. But kind of over time, I think because of the drawing aspect, I love that they last so long and usually are smudge resistant depending on the formula. My love for bullets has come through, but there's still a few brands that I will actively buy, and other ones that if they come in mystery boxes or whatever, I still enjoy. But bullet lips are really my passion, but I did want to do a few. So I've got 2 here, and then I've got a kind of like a runner up because I've just started collecting them and I've misplaced one. One of them is either at my office or somewhere, so it'll be less to show. So I'm going to do it kind of as a runner up. But let's start with the first one, and that would be Fenty Beauty, and this would be the Stunna lip paints. We will do, of course, the one that started it all, and you guys won't have to guess which one it is. I think you all know, but we're going to go with some of the other ones. I have 2 that are, so I have basically 3, the one that started it and 2 others in the full size. And then I did I think it was last year, bought one of the Christmas collections. I think it was one of the only kind of Christmas related where they do these mini ones. So I got a set of these. I also do really like, which I forgot to mention in the previous, I really do like their little thin little lipsticks. They do one in the shade that's pumpkin, that's an orange, and then there's a yellow one that I really like, and a green one. They do some really, so they're funky colors. They're little lip, kind of like lip sticks. They actually look like little sticks. Those are really nice as well, but I don't wear them as much as those other bullet ones. So let's start playing with some of these. So I'll go with actually the second one I bought. Again, I've been trying to do a little bit more with neutrals. I definitely a red person, not so much with pink, but I really kind of liked this one, and this one is called Uncuffed, and this is a beautiful neutral shade. Thing with these, you have to be careful. They are very liquidy, and they can get on your teeth really easily. So there's a little bit of a learning curve with these, but the color payoff, the longevity makes these absolutely worth it. So this is the shade that is Uncuffed. Then the next one that I got is called Unlocked. So then we've got Unlocked. So there is this super bright pink. Again, if I wear weird colors, it's usually yellow, orange, green. But occasionally I have to admit I do like a vibrant pink. And recently, like I've been also saying, is I've been getting into more neutral shades. And there we go. So like today I met up with a friend. We went to a market that didn't work out as quite as we wanted to. Our version of vintage and their version of vintage were 2 completely different things. So we ended up going for lunch in one of my favorite restaurants. Shout out to Kokomo. And I was wearing a neutral lip, and of course some of it got from eating, a wrap, ended up a little bit on my chin. So it blends in a little bit easier than a bright shade. But usually with liquid lips, again, you get to that long-term no smudge, though usually once you eat something oily or greasy, it will come on. Most of them will come off. But anyways, there we go. There is that bright pink shade. And then I got, like I said, we've got these 2 limited edition ones. This one that's, I guess the closest to this, I guess. This one is called Underrated. I quite like this one as well. I think out of the 2 limited edition ones, this was the one that I've worn the most. That's a beautiful, I think you can see if you look through all the lipsticks that I've been showing, they do seem to have a theme at the type of reds, type of neutrals, and type of like orchidy mauve type shades that I like. And trust me, I could buy all of these, but there we go. This one is called Unmatched. It's another one of the limited edition ones. They always keep coming out with some nice colors. There's definitely, I like the gloss bombs as well. I'm normally not a gloss person, but I do like the gloss bombs. And there we go. This is such a beautiful shade. And I just like the packaging, the whole thing. So again, this was Memory Unmatched. There we go. So again, I don't have a lot of them. And like I said, I do have quite a few of the sticky ones as well. But there we go. This is one of my all-time favorite formulas because again, it doesn't get super dry or drying, make your lips like, it doesn't get weird. Again, it takes something greasy to make it go away. So this one, I think I'm pretty close to being empty. And then the last one that started it all, of course, is Uncensored, and it is this red shade here. I think we're getting close to the end of this one here, but like if you look inside. But anyways, there we go. This is the bright red. And again, like I said, this is a bit of a learning curve. And I think my stomach might be slightly lined with this, but it goes on really beautifully. And you can see it gets on your teeth. So then, yeah, and then you just give it a second or two to dry. So it is, like I said, it is runny. It takes a little bit, but once it's dry, it's on there. It's absolutely one of my favorite colors of red lip. I think it's almost the perfect pin up red. There we go. Are you a fan of these stunning lip paints? Alrighty, on to the next one. So now we're on to technically our last favorite liquid lip that I still like to purchase and that I have an amount of, and then we'll go by my new one that is catching steam and possibly beating everybody to the punch on liquid lips. But we are talking about Kaleidos. These are the Kaleidos lip clays, so maybe not quite liquid lip. And I don't have one that started it all per se. It was this collection that I bought first, and then I got this one. I did try their original lip products that they had. I think I had like 3 of the colors. They were okay. There was one I liked better than the other 2. I think I might still have that one, and the other ones I've already decluttered, but I really do like these lip clays. So we'll just start with the first box, and then I'll leave the color that I like best, and then we will do the second box. Alrighty, so from here, this is the shade called Cactus Flower. So this one here, and it is I like their doe foot, and then it's got, my poor arm is getting stained, and the Fenty didn't want to go. So here we go. This is the Cactus Flower. This one's also, like the Fenty, takes a little bit of work, not so much as it's liquidy, but sometimes some of the shades could use a little bit of building up, especially the more interesting shades. And then we have this shade here that is called Dahlia. So this one's really beautiful. And that's a Dahlia. Like that, it's a very whipped, foamy texture. So, and I haven't seen any other liquidy lip that is like this texture. This one is called Mahogany. Now this one, weirdly, I should almost have put this one as the favorite. This is probably the one that I've worn the most out of this, believe it or not. And it is this very muddy brown, but I really like it. So I'm going to save the last shade in there for the reason why I bought this. You can get them in sets, and you can also get them singly. They have some neutral sets. They did have another one that I wanted recently, but like I said, I've been trying to do a no-buy. The last few months have been a fail. Did good for the first 7. And now this is the second set that I like. This one had come with 2 different ones and I bought one, and this came with 2 different ones and I bought the one, and then I think they've had another set since then. So the first shade, and then they come, oh, I guess I should have showed you the inside like this, which is very pretty. These tins are worth keeping after. You can just take the insert out and they will make nice little jewelry boxes or something else to store. This is the shade called Fiamma. And same thing with that beautiful doe foot that I like. And then this is Fiamma. Look at that. That not a beautiful shade? I mean, close, but not quite. Yeah, so nice. Then next up we have, this one is called Rubino. This one's also really nice. Like so, kind of close to that, but warmer. Like so. So I just have 8 of these all together. And this is the shade called Queen of the Night. And I think this is the one that I wanted from this set. So this is Queen of the Night. Look at that. And like I said, as you can see, some definitely swatch a little bit better. They just take a little practice. They're not definitely a one swipe item. I think the first video I did on them, I didn't do a good job kind of showing that, but I just wanted to show the colors. And this is the other one that I really liked called Scorpion Fruit. So the last two were the ones that I really liked in this color story. And there you can go. Like, look how intense and deep that is. If you want to do a really stunning, smoky 1930s look, that would be a great shade for that. So there we go. We've got 7 of our shades, and then our 8th shade. This was the reason why I really wanted to buy the whole set. Because I think when this first set came out, I don't know if the singles were out or if I was going to, this one sold out first. It was one or the other. So long ago now in my memory. And this is Agave. And this is, look at it, the craziest green. So let me get some here. And like I said, this one takes sometimes a little bit of work, but let's see here. And I had no liner on, and I was sort of bleeding a little bit, or bleeding, I bled outside the lines a little bit from the trying to clean off the Fenty liquid lip, because I only had it on for like 2 minutes. And this is like just using the first swipe, right? I'm not doing a good job here. And my lips are a little sore at this point. We'll dip in one more time. And it's nice, like I said, it takes a little work. I'm doing this really quickly. Usually I try to do this way slower. I don't mind that it takes a little playing with, because it feels really nice putting on. It is really like putting on a cloud on your lips. It's very soft, and it has almost as it's drying, like it feels like it's like baby powder, like just a soft, squishy kind of feeling. This is one that sometimes I try to line with too, using like an eyeliner or something that's close in color. But there we go, or a nude, and then just coloring over top. But just so you can see, this is just a quick put on. It's not the perfect application, but this is a super fun color, and I think it kind of goes okay with this look, to be absolutely honest. And there we go. So that is the Kaleidos Cloud. I think they're called Cloud Lip Clays, somewhere in there. Long. These are the 2 sets. I think there's at least 4 sets now, maybe even 6. I'm a release or so behind, but there we go. So that is the Kaleidos. Now let's go on to the quick little bonus liquid lip ones that are really, really floating my boat. And we've got a little bit of bonus content. This is a new favorite liquid lip. Now, this one, so the color that I'm going to put on the lip, because this is one I want to leave on for the rest of the day because my lips are getting tired, is not the one that started my love, but I had 2, and I can't remember if I got them in a box or if I bought one and then bought another one when I bought something else. I cannot remember, but I have two. One is missing, but they're pretty similar in color. So let's go. This is Dose of Color. So this first one is in the shade Macchiato. I have another one too. It might be something like cappuccino or latte or something. They were very similar. The smell of these is, oh, so good. It's like a caramelly, yeah, caramelly, sweet. It is just beautiful. It's like a glossy, it is maybe more like a gloss than almost than a liquid lip, but this is so nice. And I do have one more shade, and I just like putting it on all the time. If I don't know what I want, I just slam this on. The other one is in a purse somewhere. I dug through the ones that I've been using the last few weeks, but I can't find it. So it could also be at the office. Because like I said, I love these two. I could just smell them all day long. Yes. Oh yeah, you know what it is? I think I got them as extras. I had bought something something, and then you could pick some extras, and these came with it. Like I said, I don't know where the other one is and it's bumming me out. I've ripped apart all my drawers and I'm really sad. So right now I've just been wearing this one. But the one that I love, and it does come with a liquid liner, but I'm just going to, or liquid liner with a lip pencil, but I'm just showing you the color. So this is from the Dose of Colors 10th anniversary. I believe this was a shade, this is Black Rose, that they had before, but they've had people asking about it and they thought it would go perfectly with their 10th anniversary. It came with a matching lip pencil. There was a beautiful eyeshadow palette, and I think there was something else too. I was so close in getting the whole collection, but I was trying to be very careful. But I had to have this, and they have my favorite skincare too, but look at this. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. So it is slightly different from this one. I have a couple bullet lipsticks from them that I got as from part of their Minnie Mouse collection, and the packaging has this kind of, looks something like this, has packaging kind of like that, I believe, on the outside. But it might be gold. But anyways, but wait until you see this color. You may have seen me, I did a video on this and I've worn this a few times before. But this shade is, I think, one of my favorite lip color shades ever. And I think this as well, this one smells a little, not caramelly, but still has a very beautiful scent. Like all their lip products, I just want to sit there and sniff them. I know, weird, but here we are. Okay. All right, good. Look at this. It is so freaking beautiful. And it goes perfectly with the lip liner. Again, this is not the world's most perfect application because I'm doing this on my computer versus with a mirror. But I adore this color so much. It is so beautiful. I really love their formula. I also like they have an interesting shape on their doe foot. It like really hugs your lip. See? Let's do another coat. This one also wears really, really well. Only something like grease will take it off once it's set. You know, like a greasy burger or something, but I love this color. And again, this is the limited edition one, which is the Black Rose. So that's it of my favorite bullet lipsticks and liquid lipsticks. Yes, words are hard, especially after putting on lots of lipstick, swatching lots of lipstick, and talking about lipstick. So there we go. That is my video on some of my favorites and the colors in my collection, barring the ones that I've lost in purses somewhere. I have a lot of purses. Could be classified as a sickness along with the amount of hats that I have. I start collecting things and it just takes over my world. I'm a completionist, what can you say? So anyways, if you liked this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still play with copious amounts of lipsticks together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay.